Ah, there he is.
Oh, what's up, dude?
Not much. How are you, brother?
Not bad, man. How are you today?
I'm doing excellent. It's glad to finally talk to you, man.
I know it's been too long, man. I apologize.
Oh, that's fine. I've been busy as well myself, so like it's no worries at all.
Man, that's a nice looking setup.
It is. I'm thoroughly enjoying the ward. Seriously, like because I have the PV down here, the oversized one, and like it does get too loud and out of control. I find this to be perfect with the closed back and those Cannabis Rex speakers. It really lends itself to like the low end tone that I'm doing with the doom stuff and the heavy metal.
I knew that you would like those because I was like, I kind of like the more mid scoop most of the time, and I was like, yeah, they're not really working for me, but I know exactly who they would work for.
Oh yeah, they sound so good, man. Especially with what is it? The Rotten Sorcerer there by Hagtronics. I have it up there. With the orange and then the ward cap, they're all like made to go together. You get such a crushing fucking sound out of it. It's absolutely unreal.
Is that your favorite combo right now?
That's a hard one. That's a really hard one. I have such a massive amount of combos. That's probably my favorite for like a good doom tone when I'm using the Karina. Like the Explorer over here, the Doom stick, I actually have it set up to C standard. So this is usually what I use for Doom, and then yeah, that is the setup for Doom. But when I'm getting those really tight, chuggy riffs, I actually have. Yeah, let's see if I can show you guys this. This is what I've set up today. So it's always the Shroot, because I find it's really good, like a clon or a good boost.
Yeah.
And then going into the Hagtronics Executioner, it's such a fucking crazy sound, like a very tight speed metal kind of sound.
Right. Man, I love those Shroots.
Yeah, I really do. Like, I talk about them all the time, and I'm not just like blowing smoke up people's ass. It is one of my favorite pedals because it's like an amp in a box, and I always run it at the start of my chain.
Yes, it is.
Because I find some muffs and some distortions just kind of lack a little extra, or I just like a little extra in it. Like, it's very cool. And this is the loner. I've been using this fucking thing. It's heavy.
Dude, that's a loner?
Yeah, I got it. I brought the Erden because it needed some like really good setup after like playing it right out of the box for 3 months straight.
Gotcha.
So Long and McQuaid's let me borrow this while they're setting mine up.
That's nice though. Cool.
Yeah, it's an Epiphone Classic with the zebra pickups in it, the zebra stripe pickups, but it's heavy. It's a lot heavier than I like.
Great. That means it's gonna have a lot of sustain to it.
It does. It definitely has a lot of sustain. Oh yeah.
I think that's one of the only things that I don't like about Les Pauls, and actually what I like about the LTDs is that they're really light.
Yeah. Yeah. But they keep the sound though. They keep all that sustain. Yeah. But yeah, this one's not like chambered at all. So it's like 13 pounds, maybe like 10 pounds. Is very heavy guitar.
I don't think I have a 13 pounder anymore. I used to have I think I had a Charvel that was actually 13 pounds. I actually bought it because it was 13 pounds.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I was
just
like,
a beast, eh?
A strap that weighs 13 pounds, I'm on it.
Yeah, gotta have it. I just can't play it anymore standing up. What do you have there?
This is my LTD. It's a EC 1000 BB.
Oh man,
like,
that's beautiful.
This silver binding is like massive. I mean, look how big that is.
Yeah, that's thick.
Huge, and then it's got the Evertune on it. I'm kind of an Evertune fanboy. So
how are
those
Evertunes?
I love them, dude. I've got two now. I've got this LTD and I've got my Solar. That are my go-tos.
Oh yeah, you got a Solar, right? How's that playing? Babylon Sun, how are you, brother?
Yeah, I've got the Solar LTD, and this is probably my favorite guitar that I've ever owned.
Really, I've heard a lot of people say that they get the Solar and they're thinking like, maybe it's just kind of a gimmick and it's overly priced, but then when they get it, I've heard a lot of people say it's like the best guitar they've played.
A lot of people have problems with their Solars, unfortunately, because they're made overseas, and I guess a lot of the ebony that you get overseas has defects and stuff, and so.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it seems like there's there's not very much good luck for ebony overseas, supposedly, and it seems to crack. But this one is actually maple, but it's ebonized maple.
Okay, that makes sense.
So I literally have to do nothing to this. It just stays perfect.
So would you have to like just super treat it all the time with like the linseed oil and the lemon seed oil and stuff to keep it moist, or is it just like bound to happen with the ebony over there? Like it's kind of lower.
I think the more that you do it, the better it is. But also, I mean, in the I've never lived anywhere other than here in the Midwest, but our seasons are absolutely crazy. I mean, you'll have, I mean, it doesn't get as cold as you guys get, but it'll be, you know, like 10 degrees in the morning, and then it'll be 60 degrees by the time the sun goes down.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, drastic weather changes. Yeah,
I'm just drastic. I mean, there was one time like last year where we literally had an ice storm and a tornado in the same fucking day.
Holy fuck!
You're like,
that's just bad luck, man. That's just bad luck.
Yeah, and that's pretty normal, but it is what it is. But I think if you have a humidifier or a dehumidifier, depending on what your house is like, which is why I've got I've got one of
actually have one going on?
No, I've got a meter.
Oh, okay, nice.
Keep the humidity around 40 to 50. That way it's not too high or too low. It's at 56 right now.
That's perfect, man. Especially if you have a guitar like that, you want to keep it tempered. You don't want to let it get too out of whack with the fucking temperature.
Yeah, because I think this one's rosewood. This one I don't have to worry about because it's maple. Maple is really good.
Yeah.
I like maple because it's super hard and resilient to weather.
Yeah, 100%, man.
But yeah, those are my two Evertunes, and honestly, I plan on getting and also converting some of the ones that I have to Evertune.
I was thinking about getting one for the but like I haven't had any experience with Evertunes at all, so I'm not really sure. It's not like the locked-in bridge, eh?
No.
Like the Floyd Rose stuff?
So the way that I like to tell people is it's kind of like an individual Floyd Rose on each string.
Oh.
Except you don't have a tremolo.
Yeah, okay.
So one of them, I don't have the back off one of them right now. It's got a spring on each string.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And the only tuning deviation that I've had is actually on this LTD, and it's really just within like a couple of cents. Nothing crazy.
Oh, crazy.
And that's just because I have the top string in A.
Oh, all right. Yeah, you got to tune nice and low, eh?
Low. I mean, the rest of it's in D standard, but the top string is A, which is the Mastodon tuning.
Oh, sweet. All right.
It'll deviate just a little bit, but not very often.
So is that drop A?
Not
technically, or?
You are one step down on the first 5 strings, and then you're 4 steps down on the top string.
Wow. That's a crazy tune.
So your 6th string and your 2nd string are in tune together.
See, I wanted to set the up to be my doom stick, but I need to have one that's just a regular guitar.
Right.
And I really don't want to throw the action and shit at it because it's a shorter scale and like it rips though. But yeah, I need to get another one set up.
The only string that I can actually get it to like stay in tune properly. Northwest Arkansas, right? Oh yeah, you told me about that. Babylon Sun. The only string that I've gotten to like not fall out of tune very easily is the I'll get a pack of 7 string, and I'll omit the 6 string and put the 7 string on top, which is like a 64.
Jeez, all right, yeah, that's huge. Get a huge tone out of that, eh?
It's a really heavy string, but it doesn't have any flop to it, and you can catch plenty of pinch harmonics on it. So.
Oh, that's amazing. I might have to try that.
On my Sparrowhawk, I've got a 60, and it's really floppy.
Right, you showed me you had that Sparrowhawk. That's been one of my it's on the list, of icon guitars that I want to get.
I've got 2 of them, man. This is my trusty one, which I actually just upgraded the pickup pickups on. Um,
Fuck, that's beautiful.
I put the E&G headset in there.
Nice,
I
nice.
It had Seymour Duncan distortions, which sound great, but they have this gold plate over them, and it just sounded like there was a blanket over it. It
Really?
really blunted the high end, and I hated it. So I took them out, and I put these in, and they match it perfectly, and they've got a shit ton of bite to it.
They look really good.
My second one, which I actually just got 2 weeks ago off of Reverb, is the older 2017 or 2019 version.
Yeah, I
don't
love that
know,
one.
but it's like an army green.
That's beautiful. Fuck yeah. You just get them off Reverb, eh? Do you have any problems with the guitars coming in from Reverb?
Nah, you just got to check your sellers.
That's legit. That's legit. I've been so iffy about actually doing that. Like,
I got most of my guitars off of Reverb. I mean, my Solar I got off of Reverb in 2020, at the end of 2020.
oh shit. Okay.
I got this one from because they've got Ken Stanton Music. They have their own Reverb store in addition to their website, and
Oh, okay. Right on.
they were having like a 30% off sale.
Oh, you can't beat that.
Like, okay, I'll order it. And actually, shout out to them because they sent me the wrong guitar at first.
Oh no.
They sent me like a 2022 Strat, and I was like,
Oh shit.
it's not quite a $1,300 guitar.
Yeah. That's no Solar, man.
I'm like, that's not an LTD, guys. It's in an LTD box, so somebody switched these guitars around. You either got a thief or somebody that really doesn't know what they're doing in the shipping department.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's a huge, huge fuck up.
Yeah, they were like, oh shit, we're so sorry. They sent me a shipping label. I sent it back. They sent me the other one after I dropped it off. As long as the thing was confirmed, they sent me the other one. I got it in like 3 days.
Oh, perfect.
There wasn't an Evertune key with it, unfortunately. And then I was kind of like, hey guys, what's going on with this Evertune key? They were like, oh, I think it got lost at the shipping department. And then they couldn't find it. And then they got a hold of Evertune, and Evertune sent them a new one, and I just finally got it.
Oh, wow. Wow, really? Yeah. Well, at least they put in the work, you know what I mean? Like, that's really nice of them.
I mean, my room's a fucking mess right now. I got it somewhere, but they sent it to me. I just got it like Monday.
Oh, at least now you can tune it though, right? You can fix the Evertune on it.
Yeah, which I have one because of the Solar, but my Solar I sent to the shop just to get some maintenance done, and I didn't have anything to tune it with. But luckily, it's an Evertune, so I didn't need to.
Perfect. So you just lock in the strings. Yeah, that's so weird. The Evertunes. I think I might have to go check them out.
It's really odd, but if you stay in the same tuning, like, I mean, I've got 2, 4, 6 guitars or something like that now, and if you stay in the same tuning for your certain guitar with the same strings on it, it's going to set up every single time. You're not going to have to tune it.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to check that out. I had a fucking Charvel Super Strat with the Floyd Rose on it and the locking tuner, and it was my favorite guitar until you fucking blow a string and you'd see that fucking shit just drop, and it needs a setup now. I hate it so much, man. And like, I know I can set it up. It's just I don't have the time to sit there and fucking do it. So I just bring them in, and then I eventually just sold it. I got sick of it.
What gauge did I have on that? That way it's actually in tune whenever I set it back up. Yeah, I got rid of all my. I don't have one anymore. Got rid of them all this year whenever I sold everything for all these amps over here that I got.
Amazing. Yeah, you got some fresh Marshalls in there, eh? And the ENGL down at the bottom.
Yeah, I got the Engel Powerball, the original, the Gen 1.
Oh, damn.
This is the JVM 210, which is the 2-channel, but it's technically got 4 or 6 channels. It's got 2
tube or solid state.
This is tube, and it's 100 watt.
Oh, damn.
So, and then up top I've got the Valve State 2000, which actually it's a 50 watt, but it's actually got kind of an issue right now. I think it's got a bad volume pot. So.
Do you still have your OR15?
No, I don't. I sold it.
You did, eh?
Yeah, I sold it. I've gotten rid of a whole bunch of shit this year.
Yeah, I started this year with a 5150 Iconic Series, the white one, brand new head and everything, and like now I got the orange, right?
Right. You know,
Well,
I was
I use the orange as a pedal platform. I find it to be like the best pedal platform. I just leave it on the clean channel,
yep.
and then I do have the Hughes and Kettner Black Spirit over in the corner over here.
Yeah, I
And
like
like
the Hughes and
I use it every now and then. Sorry, what?
and I like the Hughes and Kettner amps, and I like the orange. It was just kind of like a one-trick pony, and I was just kind of like, it's not really the exact sound that I wanted. So I kind of sold
Yeah.
everything off in order to fund these two, which are my favorite two amps like of all time.
Nice tone. You finally found the tone you wanted.
Yeah, the only other one that I'm gonna get eventually, probably not till like year, is gonna be the Savage, but I can't afford it right now.
Yeah, I end up getting rid of my OR15 as well. Like it's a great amp, but there's no volume if you don't have the gain on.
Yep, exactly.
And I needed something to do pedals, right? And like I don't look, it's always on the clean channel. I know some people like put dirt on their amp and then they're like, this is a distortion pedal on the distorted amp, and it's like, but then you don't really hear the full effect of the pedal, right?
Yeah,
So I
then
always keep it on clean, and then it's all the pedal going into it.
right, then it's not really a distortion, it's a boost.
Yeah, I've never found it to work that way. I always just like stack all my gain and go right into the front of the clean channel, and like usually keep them just at noon, and
Then you
that's
keep
what,
that perfection and the
yeah, exactly.
so you get the amp's flavor plus you get all the pedals.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, well, that's why I love the Super Crush here because it has that dedicated clean channel. I mean, the Orange Crush sound is really nice, the distortion, but again, like having a clean channel is just great. I almost bought the Roland 40th anniversary jazz chorus
that'd be a good pedal platform right there.
because it's supposed to be like an amazing pedal platform, but I'm trying to figure out if it'd be good for Doom.
Right.
So,
I mean, I'm sure you could turn anything into it, you know. It's just the right combination of things.
yeah. But that's why I end up getting the Black Spirit 200 and like both solid state amps, and like I've had two amps let me down so many times. I'm like twice bitten, third time shy, you know what I mean? Just
Yep, I get that. It yeah, it can be a pain in the ass whenever a tube goes bad or you know something goes wrong like electrically and something shorts out, and then you got to send it to
yeah.
somebody. Hopefully you have somebody in town that'll do it, and it's like $500 to even get something fixed, and it's
See
kind
that
of a nightmare.
yeah.
Sit there.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the whole thing is I had my 5150 just sitting there. It never moved. It just sat there and I was playing it, and then like the volume starts going down and then it just quits. And my wife's like, that was a cool effect. And then I'll hear this, fuck. Like, it was not an effect. Like something blew and it
That was
ruined my day.
fucking ruined.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Funny you
But that's
mentioned.
what
I was actually supposed to go over to truck driver Shawn's house today, and unfortunately,
nice.
I kind of got tied up into all of my home stuff that I've been behind on, and kind of had to back out of that. But he's got a I don't think he's told anybody, but he's got an Iconic over there right now that he's gonna do a demo with, and I was like, oh
Fuck yeah.
fuck, man, I really wanted to play that. Damn it.
Oh man, you got it. Like, it's so good. I really loved it so much, and everybody was so. It got so many bad reviews,
I don't
and
know.
they're like,
They
"There's a bunch of hiss in it, like a bunch of gain." It's like there's fucking 4 rectifier tubes in there.
Yeah, it's a massive. I mean, you play with amps, and I've seen bands play them already. You know, it's
Yeah.
awesome. But like you see them play, and they sound way fucking loud, and
Oh,
they
it's so good.
the only reason that they get any shit for it is because it's not a 5150.
Yeah, well, they took some parts out of it. Like they skipped a couple of steps, and they went just like all fucking massive gain.
Oh,
There's like a dirty channel with a dirt boost on that channel, and then an extra gain boost. You don't need it, but it's there. I had it at like 1 in my house. I couldn't turn it up past 1. The windows and walls would start shaking. It's fucking incredible.
I love that so
Yeah.
much, man. I wish that I could be there playing now, but
I really love
yeah,
the murder holler you made for Shawn there, man. It's so awesome. I always watch his like mobile rig stuff, and it sounds so killer, dude.
actually, I'm actually making him a second one, right? Well, a replacement one right now because we originally had built it for the Zach Wild EV speaker,
Okay.
and it's a 300-watt speaker. So
Oh yeah.
EV makes their own cabs, and they've got, I can't remember what it's, like a TL 609 or 906 or something weird like that. And it's a 1x12, and it's got like a port at the bottom and everything. So I made the cab to spec for it, being a 300-watt speaker, being
Yeah.
I was like, okay, well, I'll take their design and do my thing to it. That way, it at least works with that speaker because it's that company that made it. And
Yeah.
it took a while for them to get it to him, so he just had a Eminence Man of War in it, which sounds extremely awesome. Those are his favorite speakers, I think, other than the DVs.
The Man of War.
And yeah, the Man of War sounds so awesome.
Yeah, they really do.
You could have a Man of War in a 1x12, and it sounds massive. It's awesome.
Yeah, they are fucking sweet.
And so much low end. It's just a perfect speaker, in my opinion. But he put that in there, and I think it's a 100-watt speaker. And it sounded really good with the port and everything like that. He had it in there, and then he finally got the black label a few weeks ago. And
he stuffed it in, eh?
And it's fucking massive. So he couldn't get it to fit into the speaker placement because of where my supports were.
Okay.
He kind of had to like chop some of the pieces away to get it to fit in there. And I was like, man, you just like making shit hard for me, don't you?
Yeah, you're making it harder for me, man.
He was like, it's in there, but I don't want to drop it again. He's dropped that thing a few times, and it's a little bad bitch, man. I love that little thing.
Durable as fuck, for sure. It sounds massive because I watched the video where he had the 300-watt fucking speaker in it.
Yeah.
Loud.
So he, I mean, it sounds good, but it doesn't sound what the speaker is supposed to sound like. And
okay.
He called me and he was like, guess who I heard from? I was like, I don't know at this point, And you talk to everybody, it seems like. And so he was like,
yeah.
Zach Wild's guitar tech and the people over at EV got a hold of me about my video on their speaker.
No fucking way.
He was like, they told me that that the cab needs to be a completely closed cab, and it needs to be about an inch bigger both ways.
Oh, to get the full sound and like the acoustic and everything going on in it.
Man, that's what they told him, and I was like, all right, I'll make you a new one. He's like, you don't have to make me a new one. I'm like, no, I'll make you a new one.
Yeah,
don't worry.
It's really neat that they like not just watched it, that they reached out to be like, man,
they were like, oh,
that's so cool.
Cabinet, and he was like, oh, it's ported 15-inch by 18-inch, and they're like, yeah, it needs to be about 19-inch by 16-inch or 20 by 16, and no port. I was like, wow, okay. I mean, like, I went off of your design, but okay.
Yeah.
Like, thanks for that.
That's good.
Yeah,
exactly. That's good that they gave you the right schematics for it to fucking hook it up.
I was actually really impressed by that.
Yeah, very nice. They seem like very nice people.
Yeah, apparently.
Apparently, yeah. Well, that's good to know, yeah. At some point, like next year, I'm going to buy another one of these off you, but I want it to be like that murder holler style, like the white with the blood splatter on it. I absolutely love that shit, man.
I don't do those for the public, but I do those for my people, and you're one of my people, so.
Amazing. I'm extremely happy to be on with Ward Cabinets, by the way. It's super fucking cool. Thank you very much.
The only reason that I don't do those painted splatter cabs, because you can't Tolex and splatter. I mean, you can, but it's going to rub off.
Yeah.
So you have to use paint for it, and it's like a certain type of paint. And the reason that I don't do it for everybody or offer it as like a service is because one of my friends, and actually Shawn's endorsement is with Arachnid Cabinets.
Oh, okay.
Rob Calhoun from Arachnid Cabinets, and dude's like one of the nicest guys of all time. And I love that he's so cool that he doesn't have a problem with Shawn using mine and posting the shit out of my cabinet. And like there's sometimes
Yeah,
like,
that
oh
is cool.
dude, I've been tagged every day for like 2 weeks, and I feel bad, but like, you know what I mean? Like I know that it's not like a big deal because I'm friends with Rob, and it was cleared with him before we even put it on his channel and all that. But
Yeah,
it's
yeah, exactly.
like he posts me more than him, and I feel bad about it. I know he doesn't. I'm not anything that he ever has to worry about, but I don't do
Yeah,
it.
it's because of the mobile rig though, eh? Like it's for like
Yeah.
the moving around and stuff, and like that's perfect.
I do it out of respect for him though, because that's what he does. So if someone were to come to me and say, hey, can you make me something like Arachnid makes? I'm like, no, because he does it the best. If you really want it, and you need to invest in the person who does it the best.
I see. Okay, that's legit. That's
It
legit.
blows mine out of the fucking water, dude. Like he paints all of his, and they are
Really? Wow.
they're fantastic.
Well, huge shout out to Rack and Cabinets for sure.
Yeah, Rob is a huge help to me. He's awesome. I love that guy.
Cool. Fuck yeah, man. Right on. I love how close knit and tight the community is. Like that's something I really found neat when I started doing this. Like I pretty much started at the start of this year. I had it going a couple months prior to the new year.
Yeah.
And I bought a couple pedals and stuff and had it going, like trying to get feelers out. And then at this new year just popped off. And like I really found a very wholesome, epic fucking community of people here. And I absolutely love it. It's very cool.
Yeah, I do too.
Truck driver Shawn's the man. I talked to him, man. He reaches out and stuff. He just did that Demonic Machines. Like I sent him down the pedal to check out. Didn't ask him to do a video or anything. He just did one and gave me a shout out. Super, super cool guy.
Yeah, a lot of the people that I've met is actually because of him.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I met you because of him, to be honest. Like,
pedal makers and stuff like that. Like, awesome, man. We just become friends. Like Park from PCP Pedals.
Yep.
I just built him a cab. I sent it off last month, I think it was, or 2 months ago. And, I've actually got 2 of his pedals.
Yeah, I had to bust out the prototype, man. The Dumble Destroyer. This thing sounds so fucking mean.
But I have the Ninurta, which is an overdrive, but the more that you slam that gain, the more it turns into a distortion pedal.
Oh shit! Very nice.
So like halfway and below is an overdrive, and then halfway and all the way is a completely distortion pedal.
That's awesome. Yeah, like I'm not even sure what some kind of overdrive, but this is just massive. I do absolutely love this pedal.
I've got the
What's that?
This is the Dagon overdrive.
That is one I've always wanted to try. He was telling me about that. That is the
clone.
It is the clone, yes.
And it is quite. They bring their own set of tone to the table. Like if you use the Ninurta as an overdrive, I've noticed that it will literally make my EL84 amp sound like a 6L6 tight ass amplifier. Like
it has that much in the preamps and stuff in the pedal. Like it just
clamps it down, and it's so tight. And then if you get the Dagon, it's almost like the opposite. It kind of expands it. And
sick.
It doesn't make it sound like flubby, but it kind of makes it sound like vintage,
Yeah.
It's
Park is he's a wizard, man. That's kind of another thing that started me on this because I won. That was the first pedal of the new year. I won this from watching truck driver Shawn.
Yeah.
And like I absolutely love this pedal, and I had it going, and then it all kind of went off from there. So that I got to give a huge shout out to Parks and truck driver Shawn because that was what started the Riff Mountain.
Yeah.
And getting it going this year. You know what I mean? So like just super cool stuff.
I've yet to hear that one. Well, other than your videos, I haven't heard it in person or anything. But Park is a wizard, so I don't doubt that it's amazing.
Yeah, like really is. There's so much in that. And like, I have some trouble with my videos because I just try and show what it can do and I try not to talk too much. But with these overdrives and stuff like that Dumble Destroyer, they end up being long videos and the attention span of people are goldfish.
Yeah.
So I make like a 20-minute video and then clip a 2-minute video for TikTok and like a 30-second video.
Yeah.
And that will get the most attention just because people don't want to sit there and
Right.
go through everything with me unless they're pedal nerds, right? Like
that's kind of why I like what guys like Soundfair are doing.
Yeah.
Where they'll literally make like a 30-second or a minute clip of like a song of them using that pedal, and I'm like, or Heavy Metal Productions, he's another one.
Yeah, and they're just like, here it is, like right there.
Metalhead Productions, that's his name. Like, you know, they'll do that little clip, and then you can go watch the YouTube video if you want to see like the full rundown of it. But
yeah,
I like those because I'm like, ooh, that sounds fucking sick.
Exactly. See, I gotta start organizing my stuff more. I gotta start putting the long videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
And keeping the micro content on TikTok and Instagram. Is just, I always do Instagram lives, like my daily lives on Instagram.
Right.
And then I'll save the ones I really like and clip them up, and then I do my daily lives over on TikTok as well.
Gotcha.
And now I finally have a setup where you can see what I'm using. I've been struggling in this little studio that I have here to find the best way so you can actually see like the pedal. I'm doing the truck driver Shawn thing. Here's another thing I'm doing. I have one of these. I put the pedal there like the last video, so it's right up close.
I like.
So you can see everything.
Is that like a cell phone holder? What is that?
This is hilarious. So it is like a guitar holder with a power brick taped to it.
Yep.
And then, yeah, a cell phone holder up at the top.
That's awesome.
That and I take a pedal here. This is the new idea. This is what I've been doing. I just slide it in like that.
Okay. If it works,
So I can.
If it works. It works.
Yeah, it kind of works.
No? That's cool.
Yeah, just so I can get it like up to the screen kind of like that, so you can see what I'm doing and then have your cabinet in the background. I felt bad that I haven't had so many videos up featuring it because I've been trying to have the pedal and then yeah. I think I found it though.
Yeah, it's all good. And I'm really not worried about it. I mean, you know, like my artist Clayton, he was in a band a couple months ago, and they kind of all left because of some personal issues with the lead singer, and kind of started their own thing. And he's got like a little studio at his house that they've been tracking some songs, and they're doing their first individual show this upcoming Friday, opening up for some people. And he's like, dude, I haven't posted anything in months. And I'm like, dude, I'm not worried about it. Like, this isn't my job. I like to invest in helping other people that I, you know, enjoy their vision. So
well that's amazing, man. That's super cool of you, because I know, like, because I feel the same way. I'm like, oh shit, I need to be like cranking out the videos for you, you know what I mean? But shit gets so fucking hectic. It's really nice of you to just know that, like, yeah, life's crazy and shit happens.
Dude, I've been nearly absent on all aspects of social media for a couple months. Like,
well, you just had a kid. Yeah,
we had a kid back in January, and it's just, you know, everything is a little up in the air.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like there's no issues or anything at home or nothing like that. It's just everything's been so busy. Like, it's been getting hotter at work, so I'm like more dead after work, and I just been a little behind on some stuff and kind of getting caught back up.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do as well. I went through a little area there where I wasn't posting as much as I'd like to be. I kind of got down on my content. Yeah. Just because, like, I do a lot of live stuff, and like what it is where you get, like, I plug it in, you'll hear my mistakes and stuff, and like some people might not like it, but I think some people do like it. But I kind of got down on it. But, you know, it's nice to hear, like, people the message and be like, oh, that was great. It's like, oh, fucking right on, you know? It's actually like getting to people, and like, yep. Because that's the best thing. I want people to like enjoy it and then possibly go purchase this stuff, like these pedals I do, and I just try and help out, you know?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of these smaller builders, and they don't get the Sweetwater treatment, you know?
Well, exactly. That's a big thing. I was talking to a couple people about, like, everything that comes in here, that's given to the Riff mount, like the pedals and stuff, because I don't charge for my videos. It's just like for the pedals, you know, that's what I do. And yeah, I keep everything. Like it all stays here unless I lend it out to like truck driver Shawn, but it comes back.
Right.
All the pedals stay here. I don't sell anything because it's not a fucking side hustle to me. It's my passion, right? I collect stuff. I love it. Everything stays. And I know there are actually some people that'll like get it and do a demo and then fucking sell the pedal.
Yep.
And that's ruthless, man. Like at least just give it back to the person. It's their work. Like
the big people, you know, like Boss and stuff. Like I understand that. Like they don't need your fucking money. But
yeah,
these
exactly.
there's, you know, it's like, dude, that's money on their table. You know, you need to send it back or offer to send it to somebody else or something.
Exactly, because they're small. Like the whole point of what I'm trying to do, and I assumed like everybody kind of was doing, is just trying to get boutique builders out there, because it's like pedals I love that I found out. I want other people to love them as much as I do, get to hear them.
Right.
And like, yeah, it was never a side hustle to me. It kind of caught me off guard that people were doing that, just getting them and like just turning them over like that. It's like, motherfuckers, that's a slap in the face.
Will be like, hey, if you you know, pay me this much and send it to me, I'll put it on my show. And I'm like, I don't need your fucking publicity, dude. I'm like, I always tell people, like, I'm not a business, you know? Like,
yeah.
I have a fucking job that pays me well. Like, I don't need to sell anything. I just do it because I like it.
Yeah, you love it. You love what you do. Yeah, man, exactly.
Like, to do something that I can get somebody else that's going to be thankful to do for free, you know? Like, I'm always going to give something back to somebody, you know? So I don't ask for anything. I don't need anything, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's awesome, man. Yeah, and like I know a lot of people do charge for pedal demos, but I never like. I kind of understand because you can't eat them and you can't keep the lights on with them. But like again, it's not a side hustle. I just do it for a passion. So like, and a lot of small pedal builders. I've talked to a lot of people, and they're like, man, like I don't really have the money to be able to pay someone and give them fucking stuff, you know, trying to get a company off the ground. So like,
and I'm like, you want me to send you a cab and pay you?
And
like, do you
pay you?
You know how much it costs to make a fucking cabinet and ship it and pay you?
And then you gotta pay them? Yeah, what the fuck? Like, it's a little excessive, you know?
A little excessive, dude. Like, the whole point of you making your YouTube videos is for you to make money. So why do I also need to pay you? Like I get it on like some levels where you're like, you know, over 100,000 people and you're, you know,
maybe, yeah, like on some level, but like, yeah, I don't know.
I just don't, I don't agree with it. Me and Shawn have had several talks about this. You know, that's one of his biggest rants is he's like, dude, I give all my shit away, or I keep it, or I give it to the builder if they want it back, or I send it to the next person if they want me to.
Yeah, the only time there was I had that raffle at I helped hold an event at the GAN rink here.
Right.
And I actually reached out to a couple Canadian builders and asked them if they wanted to send in a pedal for the raffle, knowing it was for that. You know what I mean? Because like, again, I'm not just gonna get like a $500 pedal and do a demo and then sell it. That is ruthless. And like, I like to collect stuff. I have a big problem with collecting shit, so that's why it all stays.
I had a problem with collecting, and now I really like to buy and resell.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. But again, if it was like, I don't care about Joyo. I had Joyo pedals, and I did demos, and I sold. It doesn't matter. They're a giant company. You know what I mean? Like they can mass produce these things and get them out the door. So like,
yep, they got a million of those things versus, you know, I mean, I'm not saying the Park doesn't make money because, you know, he's got a full-time job as well, but you know, someone that's got to pay, you know, let's just say you're paying $100 for a pedal or something, you know, that's $100 off of his family, you know, or you know what I mean? Like somebody, like if you got a kid and like you want to do something, like that's $100 off of their plate that they can't go in their soccer uniform or whatever, you know, like
100%, man. And the whole thing I find too is like the people who send in pedals and stuff are helping me out just as much as I'm helping them out, because I make videos, but I tag them, and then all their people get to see my stuff. You know, it's a give and a take. So like, yeah.
Like, man,
It's a weird area, Shawn. It's a weird area.
I don't honestly really have that many pedals anymore. I mean, I've got those two, and those are actually Shawn's, the ones that I showed you. I still have them though. I got to give them back next weekend. And I actually just got this one. This one was kind of a bucket list one, the Wild Overdrive.
Okay, nice. Nice. Is that Zach Wild?
Yeah, it's the Zach Wild one. This is the first one. He's got a second one called the Berserker Overdrive.
Okay.
I just went with the OG one. It's made by MXR. I haven't got to plug it in yet.
Oh, really?
I haven't had any time. I got it 2 weeks ago. I got it the same time that I got that guitar, and I've only plugged that guitar in once.
You're a busy man. You need to take some time to shred, man.
I haven't gotten to play this yet. And I've got a Ola Solar Guitars chug pedal that I got from Shawn. I actually traded that for his Murder Hauler.
Have you tried it yet?
Yeah. The chug pedal I have, and I love it. It's if you
Does it chug?
oh absolutely.
Yeah.
It has
Okay.
a fucking what's it called? I'm completely spacing right now. It's got a
It's all good.
fuck, what's that called? A noise gate.
Oh, it has a noise gate built into it?
Got a noise gate built into it.
Oh, that's amazing.
It actually works pretty damn well.
It squished the shit out of it.
Yeah, the nice thing about these is that you can literally just plug it right into your. It's like an amp in a box. I mean, it's got a bass, a depth for the bass, middle, treble, a presence for the treble, your output with a gate on it, and then you've got your gain, and you've got a lo-fi and a hi-fi gain, so you can adjust the gain and the high end.
That's amazing.
It's literally an amp in a box. I love it.
Can you use it? Like, do you have to run it through a head, or can you actually use it as a head?
I mean, you can do both. It doesn't have a power into it, so you would need something like I run mine through this little 5mm. It's a 5. Yeah, I think it's a 5 watt pedal.
Oh, okay.
It powers your speaker with a bright switch.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I was wondering about that.
Man, these are awesome. Like $50, I think.
Yeah.
And they're awesome. It just
I might have to grab one of those because I want to try, like, get one of those preamp pedals and try it with the Ward cab because I have a plan for a video coming up here, and it's gonna bust my ass, but it's gonna be super fucking worth it.
okay.
I'm gonna take this up to the top of the mountain. I have a friend who's like a lot bigger than me, so he doesn't know yet, but he's gonna help me bring this up to the top of the mountain. And when the new guitar comes in, I'm gonna do a sunset video where I'm shredding with like the water in the background and all the islands and stuff on top of this fucking mountain, with a drone going around me because he has a drone as well.
That's cool.
So I'm gonna get this crazy video. It's gonna be fun taking this up a fucking mountain.
I mean, it weighs like 60 pounds, 55 pounds, I think. So that should be fun.
It'll be fun, yeah. It's not too far. It's like a half an hour walk, maybe up this mountain. So it's not too bad.
Yeah, you might get some some straps and strap it to your back.
That's the plan. Yeah, that's 100% the plan. Yeah. But I'm hoping that video will do something. Maybe pop off a little bit.
And then
I have to ask you, what's your favorite pedal you got going on, or that you've had the chance to play?
favorite one that I own.
Yeah. Or that you've had it both, that you own right now and that you've had a chance to play that you like wish you didn't get rid of.
Oh man. I just got into pedals this year, so I'm not like super hefty on them, but my friend Chase over at That Sounds Terrible, I don't know if you know him or not, but
That's terrible. Yeah, I check out his stuff. He does great demos.
yeah, he just sent me this giant box a few 2 months ago, and I've been playing with all the pedals.
I haven't even cracked it yet.
I have.
Oh,
I
yeah.
boxed it back up last night to send back to him because I got a cabinet that I built for him also.
Nice.
So, oh man, I really enjoyed the. He sent me a 808 overdrive. That was the Catlin bred
Oh, okay.
vision of it, and that was really awesome.
I've heard a lot of stuff about Catlin bread, but I've yet to try them. They're well quality, like good quality, eh?
Yeah, it's the TS-808, so it's their
Tube Screamer?
yeah, it's the Tube Screamer that they did their. It's like a anniversary pedal or something like that.
Oh, all right,
They
nice.
added like a gain stage to it and like all kinds of stuff, and it's basically a completely rebuilt pedal.
Oh, nice.
But it's really
amazing.
And then I really love the Dagon a lot. And as far as like preamps go, because I like preamp pedals. And by the way, if you want to use a preamp pedal, just shove it into the return on your amp if it has one, and
Yeah.
it works.
Yeah, so I have one, but I'm not sure if it works as an actual like preamp pedal, like an actual head. But I had this made by Sparkbox Effects, and it's a Sun Beta preamp.
Right.
But I'm not sure if I can run it just as like the head.
Yeah, you can run it right.
Oh, think you cut out a little bit there, Shawn?
Can you hear me still?
Oh, you're coming back. Are you
Are
there?
you there? Am I back?
Yep. You're kind of back. You're a little glitchy, but you're back. Yes.
Yeah. That's weird. I'm still just sitting in the same place.
All right. Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Yeah, you can put it in the effects return of your effects loop.
Oh, okay. So you put it right in between, I see, and you cut the preamp out of the orange.
Yeah, exactly.
And use that.
So you plug your guitar into the input of the preamp, and then you plug the output into the effects return, and you just play it through there.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to try that. Right on. Thank you.
Make sure the gain is on 0 and the volume is on 0. I don't know if Orange is like Marshall. With Marshall, the gain actually controls it bypasses all of the settings here, and it's just in the pedal.
Yeah.
So I don't know if the volume is what works or if the gain works. On Marshall, the gain is what turns the volume up and down whenever you have a preamp in it. So,
Oh, crazy. I'll definitely have to try it out because that sounds really neat, and I really want to see what this sounded like as the actual like preamp in the orange.
I got this.
Oh, what's that?
I got this JSL. It's by the KHDK Kirk Hammett's pedal company.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, and it's the Scott Ian preamp pedal.
Nice. How
And
that?
this is awesome. It's got a treble, volume, a mid, a bass, a gain, and then it's got a boost on the side, which is these yellow ones here, and it's got a treble, boost, and bass on that. Plus, you've got like a mid scoop on here. It's really awesome. It works.
There's
great.
a lot in that pedal. That's epic.
Man, there was one more pedal that I really loved, but I cannot remember the name of it now. I just put it back in the box.
It's back in the box.
It's back in the box.
I see.
So.
You're looking at it. You want to open it, but it's already all packed up.
Yeah, I taped it all up.
I really like this. There's just so much in this. The Thing by Dirty Haggard and Bardic.
Yes, I like that. I like that one.
It's like two channels pretty much that blend into one, and you can have it just phasers. One on phaser, both of them on phaser, both of them on fuzz, either or. It's absolutely crazy. If you ever want to like try any of these pedals, man, again, like they're all here as long as I get them back before the end of the year because I'm plugging them all the fuck together.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, gonna make a lot of noise. But yeah, this is one of my favorites here just for like creation,
Right.
inspiration, and it gets out of control. It's fun.
Love that. And I've also got the Thrasher pedal. I don't know if you've seen the Thrasher pedal.
I don't think so.
No, do you know Silos Fernandez?
I actually don't know.
He's a YouTuber, guitar player. He's a Solar artist. I think he's a Solar artist. I think he was Chapman. I think he's Solar now. Not quite sure.
Okay.
But anyway, he's got the Electric Eye audio.
Wow, nice. That looks amazing. I love the like blood red chrome knobs.
Yeah, and it's a preamp. Shawn did a video, and I linked this one to Chase also over at That Sounds Terrible, and he did a video as well. It's got a New York setting and a Bay Area setting, so it's a thrash pedal, you know, and you've got, yeah, it's awesome. I really like the Bay Area. It sounds more like a Marshall to me.
Okay.
New York is
a nice chuggy thrash tone, eh?
Yeah, New York is a lot tighter, you know.
Yeah.
So I like the Bay Area.
Good hardcore pedal.
And the gain is just out of control.
Yeah.
I mean, it goes all the way up to, you probably shouldn't have this much gain in there.
See, I love that. I absolutely love that. And that's why I always use the shrew. Like, even with pedals that have a lot of gain, like Hagtronics, the Executioner, has so much gain under the hood of it. But then if you put the shroud in it tightens it all up, and it gets so much more chuggy.
Yeah, I've got the Shred 3D. I do have a shroud, but my dad has it right now.
I'm waiting for that one. I have that and the Creature that I have ordered a while ago that I'm waiting on. I can't wait to get them.
The Shred 3D is awesome. It's basically like the shroud, except it's got a little bit more gain on tap, I believe, and then it also has a more expansive EQ. So
I got the shroud 2 here.
Yep.
In the deluxe colorway. I absolutely love the pink and the black with the fucking blue knobs.
Yeah, it's awesome. I've got the shirt too. Like I said, my dad has it, so I haven't had it in a few months now, but he seems to like it, so I'm like, if you want it, you can have it.
That's nice. Yeah, that's right. That's awesome, man.
He plays guitar too, so.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Do you have anything cool that you're waiting on, or anything?
Well, I do. There is something in the works. It's the last episode of Riff Talks, which was a couple Fridays ago with Dirtmonger Instruments. We announced the prototype that we're doing together, and I'm making a line. Well, he's making a line about 20, 25 of them.
Wow.
And it is a clone with diode clipping selection toggle on it.
Oh, cool.
And a muff in one box with diode clipping, and then a toggle so you can reverse the order. So muff to clon or clon to muff.
Yeah.
You can use them individually or both at once, because like that's always what I do. Now I use the shroud, but like everything I do, I put a clon or a shroud behind it to pump it. So it's my brainchild. He got the prototype. He made it. He's building it, and he's sending one over whenever he gets it all done up, and we're going to be selling them.
I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's going to have the artwork from the pedal on it, or from the shirt on it as well. Like, I'm very excited for this pedal because it's just something I've always thought of.
Right. That's really
cool. Wow. Very excited for
it. See, I think the only thing that I'm really waiting on right now is back in February, I got the This Heavy Earth came out with a pedal board amp.
Oh, nice.
A Flesh Rot 2.
Okay.
Which is his like recreation of a VH140C. So it's like classic death metal.
Yeah, that classic death metal sound.
Yep.
Amazing.
He had a 60-watt pedal board amp, and I think they should be in, I think, next month.
This Heavy Earth makes some crazy stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Shay is
some really good stuff.
Mastermind.
Same with Craft Brutal Effects. He makes some really good stuff too. I've been watching a lot of his posts, and like you had some stuff made from him, eh?
Yeah, I did. I actually am sending it over to Chase. It's in the box right now. But it's this massive pedal. The only thing that I have
is that also the preamp.
Look how many knobs are on it. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 knobs on it.
Oh man.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. I've got 9 knobs and a noise gate.
You got it. See, that's such a good idea. Now, like, I'm already making another pedal in my head. It's getting a noise gate.
Right.
It's definitely getting a noise gate.
On one side, it's basically 3 pedals in one. On one side, it's got an Able Powerball preamp pedal, and then it's got a Tube Screamer 808 that boosts it, and you can reverse the order on those as well. And then it's got a noise gate.
And that's the one, yeah, you made that, right? Or that was your design?
Yeah, I sent it to him, and I was like, "Hey, can you make this for me?" And he made it for me. It's badass. Honestly,
That's epic.
there's so much.
Fuck yeah, man.
There's honestly so much gain that the noise gate doesn't even do anything.
Poor noise gate.
Yeah,
It's just outnumbered.
so much gain on there. It does not need to be happening, but I love it.
Yeah, you need to have another noise gate after it.
Yep.
Just, you know.
Yeah. I actually just bought one because I've never owned one. Well, I had a Rowan, like the one that Shawn has. It's
I had
20,
one of them.
and it worked great, but I got this, who's this by? Electro Harmonic Silencer.
I've seen that. How is that?
I don't know. I got this at the same time as that pedal, and I haven't got to use it yet. I'm hoping I today. I've got a little bit of time before I've got to go outside and mow the yard and shit. So
yeah, oh, I hear that. I got some planting to do. I got to plant some of the devil's lettuce.
This this is a 4-cable method though, so you can either use it in front or in the effects loop, or you can use it in both.
Oh, nice.
It'll completely silence the whole thing.
Yeah, I definitely got to get one of those. Something that just came in, and like, I just got this, and I'm so happy about it because I don't have any delay reverbs. I had the Dispatch Master, and I sold it. One of my favorite pedals had the Afterneath V3, and like that's good, but it's crazy as fuck and hard to tame.
Right.
This, man, wonderful audio technologies, the Ancient Echo.
Oh, I saw you posting that.
This might be like it's the best delay reverb I've ever played. I love it so much, and I'm gonna have so many more videos coming out. It's all the settings are usable, but they can get otherworldly. It's just that V3 got too otherworldly. I don't know. This is the sound that was in my head that I've been looking for in a reverb delay pedal.
I love that, man.
Yeah, and there's a summon switch that just turns the rate all the way up. So it just kind of sounds like this haunting distortion coming in from the back, even when you don't have distortion. So cool. Huge shout out to Wonderful Audio.
I caved. This is how big this pedal is.
Oh man, that is amazing. That's huge.
Yeah.
That's like the size of the Leviathan over here, eh?
Yes.
It's about that big?
Yeah, it's the size of the Leviathan.
Oh wow.
I
love the paint job. I love the paint job Craft Brutal Effects does, just the splatter and stuff.
I found him on Reverb because I bought his where is it at? Here, right here. I think it's his. I think it's called a Blade Master, and I saw it on Reverb. And
sick.
I got it, or sorry, it's upside down. I got it, and I was like, "Oh man, that's really cool." And I was like, I like this guy's paint jobs, if anything else, you know. So I got the pedal.
Oh, yeah.
It's a pretty cool pedal. I'm not really a fuzz guy myself, but this is kind of like a I can't remember exactly how he put it. It's like an Acapulco Gold with an HM2 tone stack.
Oh, holy fuck!
So
that sounds amazing.
Yeah. So
both of those pedals, like the Acapulco Gold, is so loud and monstrous to begin with a tone like an HM2 tone stack. That's unbelievable.
Right. Hey, if you like Marshall and you want like some more gain with it, Weibo makes this JVM drive.
Okay.
And this thing is fantastic. You can put it right
add some flavor
to the clean channel, and it can, or you can put it into the effects loop as the preamp. And it's got everything in it. It's awesome. It's
right on. I'm gonna have to check it out.
It's massive. It really is. I'm going crazy because the Dirty Tree. The Dirty Tree. I want this pedal. I'm gonna buy one.
Yeah, I want one of those too. Is that Peppers?
Yes, it's a Peppers Dirty Tree.
Yeah, I have yet to reach out to Peppers. I want to see if he'd like to be on the Riff Mountain 2023 lineup. He has some amazing stuff, and like I've been watching him, but he is all the way in Australia, so like.
Yeah, this is like one of the renowned pedals that I've ever seen on the internet.
Yep. What is it? Like at the heart of it, what is that pedal?
What is the pedal?
Yeah, like at the heart of it, what is that pedal?
So it's a boost, and you've got the TC side of it, which is the like the OG TC electronics boost,
Okay.
and then you've got the Dirty Tree setting. So I'm not sure what the Dirty Tree setting is based on, but if I remember right, the TC side is very low end. Like you've got a shit ton of low end on there, and I literally almost had to turn the lows almost all the way down.
Oh, really?
It
Okay.
just gets super boomy, and then the Dirty Tree side, you can get it all the way up to like Ice Pick. Like it's super tight, fantastic.
Really? I'm gonna have to check that out for sure because I've heard a lot. That is a really renowned pedal. I see it everywhere online.
Everywhere. Like the biggest combination that I've seen with this is with a rectifier.
Oh yeah.
That
Yeah, 100%.
like the combo that everybody goes for is a Dirty Tree and a rectifier.
I do have to say, while I have a moment here, I have this super cool spritz compressor here. I
That's the eight.
I have a code going on right now. It's Riff Mountain in all caps, one word. You get 20% off of your whole order over at Super Cool Pedals. So if anybody wants to go and grab that out, it's only good until the end of the month.
Super cool
So,
pedals. He also has one that looks like a Marlboro pack, doesn't he?
yeah,
Or
the 77 Fudge Blender.
sorry, a Camel pack.
Yeah, I sent that one down to Deuce Binary. He's using that right now, checking it out.
Awesome. Yeah, I like them. They're great.
Yeah, 20% off's a good deal too. I'm wondering, like, I want people to go and buy his stuff, so it's like off your whole order. So
Yeah, I mean, you might as well buy two, right?
yeah, so I'm probably gonna post this after under the 5th episode of Riff Talks, if you don't mind, because I actually didn't get a chance to do Riff Talks last night.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right on, brother.
No issue with that at all. Yeah, I don't really have much else. Other than I have this heavy earth. Fuck with it's their preamp, like the Executioner or something like that.
Oh,
I can't remember what
okay, nice.
I can't remember what it's called, but I think it's like the Executioner or something like that. It's his preamp pedal, and it's really awesome.
One of my favorite ones right here, I got to bring it up again. I love Hagtronic stuff. The Rotten Sorcerer.
Yes, that one sounds so good.
It's so evil. He made it, apparently it's really good for bass. So I just gotta get my bass amp back, and I'm getting back to bass videos. But like
I've seen
artwork by the Split Hoof.
I'm not like a big fuzz guy, but I love fuzz on bass.
Yeah.
It's
Oh yeah.
so good.
Yeah, this might be my favorite, like, deep, dark, doomy tone because it's so good and kind of made for bass.
Yep.
On a low tune guitar, it just, the sound that comes out of it is overwhelmingly amazing.
Yeah. Just
Huge shout out to Hagtronics.
yeah, he makes great pedals.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I find all the pedals, even though like most people send me fuzzes and drives, and they're all kind of the same thing. Each one has their own soul, you know, their own sound and their own special things they do. And like, I am really honored that people take the chance to send stuff up to the Riff Mountain. It's super cool.
Oh yeah. Did you move places?
Not yet.
No.
Still looking. Yeah, it's kind of chaotic. I have a lot of people living here. Like my parents both live here. We moved in with them for COVID to help out, and then my sister and her daughter moved in.
Right.
So now we're looking for a place, but it's a small town, and a couple people found out what I do.
Yeah.
And they just, like, no. They don't even, they just, nope. And it's like, oh, well, fuck. Like, I won't bring it to the apartment. Like, I have a studio I can put it. Like,
that's crazy, dude.
yeah, so it's kind of a struggle. We are planning to be out by, like, September, but we have to find a place, you know? It's fucking so hard.
Yeah, I ended up buying this place last year. It was kind of like the same thing. The market was insane. I mean,
Yeah.
we put in 10 offers on houses before we got this one.
Wow.
And I'm like monstrously in debt because of it, but you know, it's
you got a place, so no more fucking looking around, right?
Yeah, so I think we'll be here for like another 5 to 7 years. And then I think
that's good, man.
We want to get some more land so I can build a studio. But
yeah, my studio is literally just my living room, just this corner of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah. I get it, man, because before we got this place, we were in an apartment, and I just had the corner of our bedroom.
Yeah, exactly. You do what you gotta do, but like it works. I finally just set it up the way that like I think it's working well.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is like if I wouldn't have moved into a house, I wouldn't even be Ward guitar cabinets.
Really? Yeah.
I didn't have any cabinets because I couldn't in the apartment or anything like that. I tried.
Couldn't do it.
I tried getting like a 1x8 and it was still too loud, and I was like, all right, I guess I'll just play like amp sims and stuff like that. And I didn't really get to play a whole lot, but as soon as we moved out, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get a cabinet. So I got a Randall 4x12 with Jaguars in it.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, that's amazing.
It's just massive, and I just kind of like deconstructed it and figured out how they built it, and looked around on the internet and found some other people like Aaron over at Warlock, and Nomad Guitar Cabinets, and Rob, and everybody like that who's helped me along the way and everything like that, and finally built a cabinet, and then I was like, this actually turned out pretty damn good.
Right on, that's so cool, man.
Yeah. That's just kind of how that got started.
Fuck yeah. That's really neat how you got into it, though. And it's nice that there's a whole bunch, like, again, the community. Like, there is help out there for, like, pedal builders, people getting into it, cab builders, all that stuff. Like,
yeah, I get people still, like, weekly, they're like, hey, how do you build those? And I'm like, you want to FaceTime me? Like, I'll literally show you how to build them. Like, I'm not holding anything back. I've been lucky enough to have some mentors that have helped me and didn't care whether I was selling them or not, So
yeah.
I've helped.
Yeah, man. No, I hear that. You do make some wonderful stuff. Like, that is so well made. I fucking love that cab. It is the go-to. Like, it's all I've been using. I do want to get another one, but put a different set. I want to try those Mojo hands. So it's like the brighter.
Yeah.
And then the darker. And then I'm going to stack them. And get both light and dark together.
Awesome. I think you would like the BV30s.
Yeah, whatever those.
They've got two of them. They've got the BV30V and the BV30H. The H's are more like a tamed high-end V30.
Okay.
And then the 30V has a little bit more of that high end to it from the V30. So
nice, because I really do like. I didn't think it would make that much of a difference, to be completely honest. But the Cannabis Rex speakers just sound really good, and like I was comparing them with the Behringer. It's just hard because the Behringer's 4, like a 4x12, and then my oversized PV is a 4x12 or 4x13. I don't know what the fuck it is. It's huge though.
Yeah.
So I have to turn them down because it's different. Trying to compare 2 speakers to 4.
Yeah.
But the sound is crisper, and I like it more. And it just, again, it lends itself so well to the heaviness, like those doom tones and drone tones.
Do you know what speakers are in those other cabinets, or are they just stock?
I don't. I think they're just stock. So yeah, the PV, oversized PV stock, and same with the Behringer. It came with the Behringer V-Tone.
Yeah.
I think it was called. Yeah. Way back in the day, the solid state. Yeah, so that is the 4x12 that came with it.
Gotcha. Yeah, I had a it might have been a V-Tone, but I had my first guitar amp head that my dad bought me like 15 years ago was a 150 watt solid state, and it had like a knob that goes through effects and stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Damn straight.
Yeah, just a single knob. You just keep going and going and going, and then you've got the knobs that change. But it was a really rad cab. I mean a head. It was really great.
Like, Hold on, let's see if I can turn this around. I have this. I gotta do another video on it. This thing's hilarious. The Viper.
Oh, dude, the Vipers are actually really awesome.
Oh, it really is. But that's what I was thinking when you were saying that. It has the amp rotary switch there, stomp boxes.
Yes.
The only time I've ever seen it called that on a fucking amp, man. Just stomp boxes.
Dude, those Vipers are really, really awesome. And that looks like a Series 1. They're on their third series now or something like that. The Series 2 and the Series 3 are really awesome.
Yeah, it's an old one. Buddy let me borrow it, and like it's got the rotary on it.
Yep.
Like the Leslie rotary speaker. What the fuck? That's the only amp I've ever found with that.
Yep.
And it's such an amazing sound. I absolutely love it.
That's kind of like Zach Wilde uses. They make a Roto Vibe pedal that he.
Okay.
And I mean, they're pretty hard to find. I think it's a Dunlop or whatever.
Oh, all right. The Dunlop, yeah.
But it's a Roto Vibe, and it emulates the sound of a Leslie speaker, and it's
so neat.
It's so awesome.
Have you seen the old ones? Like they have them different ways, but the one and it's just a bar with speakers that spins in a box. Like just.
My dad has one. It's a single speaker, and it spins.
Oh,
it's pretty.
It spins this way, eh?
Yeah. It's really weird.
How does it sound?
It sounds really cool.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. It's just so weird. They didn't fuck with anything. They're just like, we'll take a speaker and spin it around.
We're just gonna spin it around.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It just
sounds like a speaker that's spinning around. It's awesome. Yep. I love it. It's
perfect.
It's really cool whenever you start to put like leads through it. It's not super great to like riff on, but if you put some leads onto it, it just makes it sound so much better.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. I can completely see that.
Which is actually how I think that's the approach that Zach uses as well. So big fan of his. If you didn't know, I got the
big fan of the Zach Wild.
And I've got his guitar over here.
Oh, nice.
Got his guitar signed over here, and then I've got 2 posters and the Sparrowhawk. What's
your favorite work that he does? He's been in a lot of stuff. Are you a Black Label Society fan, or are you like a fan of him when he was, No More Tears with Ozzy?
Well, obviously the first time I heard him was with Ozzy, and then I didn't really know who he was. I knew who Ozzy was. And then, actually, what I've come to find out is a lot of my musical taste came from Guitar Hero.
Yeah, that's legit. No, that opened up a whole world of music to people.
Yeah, I was kind of on like the edge of that generation that I literally got stuck in a snowstorm inside for like 2 weeks, and that's all we did was play. And that was like the year that it came out.
Okay, yeah.
So you had Fire It Up from Black Label Society on there. And I was like, this is kind of weird. Like he has like the wall at the beginning. Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah. And I love his wall work.
Dun, 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 dun. And I was like, oh shit. This is fucking awesome. Like just super heavy. And I was just hooked with that. And I was like, who is this? And then I was like, oh, this is Ozzy's guitar player. I was like, wow. And so I'm a huge Black Label fan.
Nice, right on.
I met them 2 years ago in 2021.
Yeah.
They're just
I actually got a chance to meet them, eh?
Yeah, I got the VIP tickets and everything and went and saw them. The poster over here is signed by them, and then the guitar is signed by them.
That's cool. That's really cool, man.
Yeah, I'm super lucky. I love it.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. You are super lucky.
Actually, the other day, because he's in the Pantera tribute band, I'm going to call it the tribute band.
Yep.
He's on the new Guitar World, so I went and got it the other day.
There you go. You got it.
Yeah. I was like, I have to get it. And then I've got one on order of him and Alexi Laiho from Children of Bodom.
He's one of my favorite guitarists.
Yeah, me too. And I actually had an Alexi, but I actually sold it because I didn't like it.
Really?
Yeah.
It wasn't driving with you.
No, not at all. And which is why I was super hesitant to get any of the Sparrowhawks. And then I got this one because I trusted the Sparrowhawks, but I didn't like it at all. I just didn't vibe with it. I upgraded it to like his specs with the Halo of Blood EMG and the
Okay.
afterburner and like all the boost and EQ and everything like that. And I liked the sound of it. I just did not like how it played.
Oh, that's legit. Yeah, I've had guitars like that. Sounds good, but like it's just chunky and doesn't feel right. And like,
Man, I really just don't mesh with this at all. Like the neck kind of felt cheap, and I don't know. Like there was just something about it that just didn't mesh with me.
yeah.
And like, I guess I don't like LTDs. And then I traded an amp for that LTD Sparrowhawk, the black one, and I'm like, okay, this is like my favorite guitar like ever.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm gonna have all the iterations of them soon.
Nice. I always wanted to grab what was his name? Jim Root, that Telecaster.
Yes,
One knob, like one fucking pickup, one volume knob, white Telecaster. I always thought that was really cool.
Yeah, I don't know why. I'm an asshole, man. I don't know why anybody has a neck pickup.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
But to be perfectly fair, I'm not a great guitar player, so I literally just chug, you know?
Yeah, see, I like it for the tight stuff, and then I like to be able to flick it up and go to that really bluesy. Because I do play a lot of blues off screen. Like, I play a lot of hard stuff, but usually I just like noodle some bluesy crap and like.
Yeah, no, I get it. Like a lot of people, like Zach uses his a lot whenever he solos to get different sounds and stuff, but
Yeah.
I always fell into the category of like Alexi Laiho. He only had the bridge pickup, and I was like, that's all you need.
Yeah.
That's all you ever need.
That's all you need.
Yeah, like you want anything different, just shove it away. You don't need it. Like
Yeah, get more pedals.
yeah, like my Solar has 2 pickups in it, but only one of them is hooked up.
Yeah, I had that with my with the Carina here. This is one of my favorite guitars. I got this in 2016. It's the Epiphone Carina Explorer, like the flagship for rock and roll. You know,
Yep.
fucking Leonard Skinner style. But yeah, one of these went out. It was this one that went out. So for the longest time, I was just rocking the bridge pickup.
Yeah.
And it's so low and doomy already that it's just, yeah, it's a fucking. I love this guitar. This is my go-to guitar when I'm not playing the Earth.
Those are awesome. I really love those Carinas.
Yeah, same. I think the Explorer might be one of my favorite styles.
Yep.
I thought I hated SGs until I actually played one, and I was like, oh, this is fucking fire. Like, it looks kind of dumb, but it's fire. Like, it's a great guitar.
I'm not an SG fan, but this Wild Audio, the one that I had them sign, is based off of an SG.
Yeah, with the double cutaways on it. I like how the little skirt cut there on the inside.
Right, exactly. And everybody seems to really hate these guitars, like all of his lines of guitars, because of like how obnoxious they are.
They're pretty obnoxious, but I bet they play fucking super well.
Person that just fucking loves obnoxious stuff.
Yeah, 100%, man.
Yeah, there you go. I had him sign that back plate.
Nice. Is that burl wood?
Yes, yeah. Well, it's a burl top, yeah.
Burl top, yeah. That's super nice.
Got it on the back as well, and it's a mahogany all the way through.
A guitar I've been looking for. Another one that's been on my list is the Mockingbird.
I like the Mockingbirds actually.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of all the other BC Rich guitars, but that Mockingbird, man, there's something about that silly fucking shape. It just screams like super metal.
I even like, have you seen the BC Rich Mockingbird?
Yeah, the BC Rich Mockingbird, yeah.
Yeah, those, I like all of them. They're all great.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of the Warlock, but the Mockingbird I really like.
Yeah, I like the what is that called? I think it's called a Beast or something like that. It basically looks like the Warlock, but it has even pointier points.
Even pointier points. Okay, nice.
Have you seen the new Kerry King guitar? That's like, it kind of looks like Zach Wild's, where it's like his V, and then at the front of it, it also has a V that goes this way towards the neck.
What?
Yeah, it's with Dean. It's like a $6,500 like custom shop guitar.
Oh, Jesus Christ, eh?
I think it was Ola, England, and I think he said something like, it looks like an earwig, those bugs. And I was like, I fucking love that.
Yeah, I fucking love that shit.
Dude, this is so obnoxious. I love it. Like, because honestly, I'm obnoxious as a person as it is, so it just kind of screams me. So
Oh,
I just,
that's perfect. That's hilarious.
yeah.
Again, truck driver Shawn showed me a Doom stick that he was fucking with that he wants Deviant to make. But I guess Deviant doesn't want to make it. But he showed me like the drawing of it. I was like, man, like we gotta make this. Like hashtag Deviant Doomstick, man. Like we gotta get him to make it. It's so epic.
Oh yeah.
Looks like the back end kind of like the Sparrowhawk, but with the double cutaways of the SG.
Yep.
Just looks mean, man. I want that to be in reality.
Dude, I love stupid looking guitars.
Yeah.
I just do. I
Fuck
love
yeah.
it. Like I actually, after I got this Solar, I realized how much I liked S-type guitars. I never really liked them just because, I don't know, something about Fender isn't like metal, you know. But
I don't like Fender, to be completely honest. I don't use Fender.
I sold 3 Fenders last year. I had some Fenders. I put EMGs in them, and they chugged really hard. And I really liked them, actually, but I just wanted different gear even more.
Yeah. Yeah, so I got into that too, like get stuff straight. Like everything I buy,
Yeah.
I like finance an amp and have it for like 2 months and be like, oh, bring it back, get something else. And like
It's an endless cycle. It's a mental illness for me.
yeah, honestly, man, because it's the search for tone, and like you think you find it, then you're like, you know what? I need that fucking what is the Ola England Satan Randall cabinet or head?
Right. Well,
Like
the
that'll be my new tone, you know? Like it's just there's always something.
speaking of that, the chug pedal is actually very closely sounding to one of those Randall Satan amps.
Yeah, I see those amps. Those look crazy. I wonder how they actually sound. I watched a couple demos on it, but like I don't know. Like
I think Taylor Danley, he did a video between the Chug and the Satan, and they're like mad close to each other. If you slam one of these Chug pedals through like a tube power amp, it sounds like nearly exactly like it.
oh, amazing. I'm gonna have to fucking check out those Chug pedals.
And it's not $3,000, so
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, you can get them on Reverb for under $200 right now.
Really?
Yeah. And I think
Oh,
they're
well,
only bucks brand new, but the shipping and stuff like that. You know?
yeah, exactly. Well, it's definitely a pedal that'll go on the list of shit for me to grab at some point. It's a big list.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I have an end to my list. You know.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh man.
All right, brother. It was awesome talking to you, but I gotta go and do some gardening and have some lunch and stuff, my man.
I do too. It's probably been a little too long.
It was wonderful talking to you, Shawn. Thank you for coming on this unexpected episode of Riff Talks.
Yeah, absolutely, man. We'll have to do it again here in a little while. Get an update on that.
100%.
Talk some new gear after we get some new shit.
Damn straight, man. And thank you again. Love this cab. It is the heart of the Riff Mountains tone, brother. Like straight up.
I love it. It sounds good over there.
Right on. Thanks, man. You have a wonderful day, Shawn.
All right, see you, buddy.
Peace.